I'm Tanesha.
And I'm Kiara.
And you're now entering the sister chat. Welcome to Main Event Mamas.
Now that is definitely setting the stage for where we're going to go. Today, we want to thank you for coming back with us for our wrestling episode. And today we got all the things to talk about. We're going to break down SummerSlam, our thoughts, our predictions. We're going to give you an update on all the wrestling that we finally caught up on this week. And then we're going to tell you some tea. Are you ready for the tea part?
Yes. Matter of fact, I'm looking to fact check one right now.
Well, before we get started, I want to remind you that this is your opportunity to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any tea or any of our upcoming content, because there's always content brewing, and just wait, there's even more coming that you guys are not even ready for yet. So you want to subscribe to be the first to be in the know on all the main event mama topics, content, pieces, surprises, all the things. So make sure you hit that button. Now, all right, we're going to hit the streets, our talking segment, because woof, the streets had a lot to say this week. But before we get on the thing that I am most excited about, I think we got to start with Drew being stuck in the UK. So the tea about Drew being stuck is that my guy traveled with his UK passport, which apparently is not good enough to get back into the United States anymore. And so he's a bit stuck. I don't know if you saw his video where he was with the cows.
I did.
Troubles.
I did, but I have an update for you. That was the one I was fact checking.
Yep. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Sure. Before you backtrack, I just wanted to say, Miz wanted to go ahead and let us know he was available.
He did. He was like, I'm available. You need me? I got you.
I'm ready. And I was like, that also sounds actually kind of fun. But all right, give me the update.
So Drew literally posted to his Twitter about 7 hours ago saying he is no longer stuck no more.
Okay, so he'll be back.
That Logan Paul is with him, and they said Randy is screwed.
Oh, that's some BS. We're going to get on that in a minute. But glad to know Drew's back because there was some concern there. There was definitely some concerns, and I'm glad that they got that all ironed out. But if you out there are planning to travel outside the United States, make sure you have your U.S. passport, because I've heard this happening to multiple people right now. So there's a lot going on in this world.
I meant to also add, Logan is the one who got him his passport.
Oh,
he sent him a jet. That's what they're saying now.
Oh, so Logan sent him a jet.
Sent a jet with the passport so he can be able to be back. So, because they said something about the Miz. He's like, yeah, the Miz somebody, and yeah. And then Logan Paul came on and was like, hell no, we don't need you. Like,
I think it should show up anyway and beat his ass, because that's some disrespectful nonsense. But not, he was just trying to take one for the team. What's wrong with that? The disrespect is unheard of.
Listen, well, either way, now we know he's no longer stuck, but he was stuck.
Good to know. Not so good news for Vince McMahon this week, though, because he was cited for reckless driving in a Connecticut crash. Now, what I can tell you about this, because I've read the lady's Instagram post in case you haven't, and it is a compelling read for sure.
Okay.
She talks about the trauma that her and her dog went through when his Bentley came out of nowhere.
Dog.
That's right. His Bentley came out of nowhere going, she said, 80 to 90 miles an hour.
Sound like he was on some good stuff.
Nonetheless, apparently, he tried to avoid hitting her and might have saw her at the last minute, but alas, it didn't help. And, well, it did help, because the police officer told her that there might have been a different outcome if, he hadn't swerved at the last moment. So while she is only minimally injured and probably suffering from PTSD at this moment, if you read her Instagram post, which we will link at the bottom and on our website, so you can also be thoroughly enthused and in the know on this story. Well, it was a harrowing experience for her, and she wanted the world to know. So I wanted to share that with you. So what are your thoughts on this one? Because here's the other piece you need to know. It was the same day that I believe Hulk Hogan passed away. So I think there was potentially some correlation because they were really close. And that's certainly not a good, that's not a good news update for anybody. Nobody want to know when people pass. It breaks everyone's heart, especially if you were close to that person. That being said, however,
which I said was to explain why he may have been on some good stuff.
I mean, this behavior was not well appreciated by the woman who was apparently a victim of this crash.
I mean, if you've ever been in a car accident, you're never going to be okay. Even if you were the one who caused it, you're never going to be okay. However, yes, she was very thorough. And, and I get it. Someone needs to speak for your dog because your dog can't tell you all the issues and maybe the trauma he may have. He may not want to ever get in the car again. He may be like, nah, I'm good. You're going to have to, pick me up and put me in, but I may be trying to jump out. You never know. But do I think that she's about to get a payday? Oh, absolutely. It sucks that she was in an accident, but she got hit by the right one.
Yes, and she was sure to fact check Vince McMahon, former CEO of WWE. She wanted to make sure you knew. And she gave us the tea from the police, who said they had been following him and were about to pull him over when he got into this crash. So I think she might have a case with the police department too, if you were to ask me. Just saying.
So you didn't stop him sooner. So he could not have hit me at all.
You know what I'm saying? And they were not in
y'all too.
They were not in the slums. They were in a good area. So I mean, I am a little taken aback by all the information that she had to share at her disposal. Again, we'll link it down at the bottom if you haven't had a chance to read it yet, because it is a read to be had. That being said, all jokes aside, we hope everyone is okay and that everyone's recovering well. Again, she said she had minimal injuries. I don't think there was any injuries to Mr. McMahon. I don't believe that there was any kind of significant damage to him, himself, his vehicle. Didn't look great. Looked totaled. In her piece, she noted that it was both vehicles are totaled. So, we hope everybody recovers nicely and can move on with their lives, and as we hope for anyone in any car accident, because it's.
And I hope your dog is good too. There's no injuries on your dog.
What she said. All right, third story. WWE holding tryouts ahead of SummerSlam.
Yes. I wish I wasn't fit so I can at least be a vixen.
Okay. Well.
Be a manager and grab a leg.
I don't know if they're giving away managerial titles. I think that's why, what's her name left? Samantha. She's like, they don't really just do that anymore. But Kathy Kelly, I heard, was training to be a manager. So I'm like, well, are they bringing that role back a little? Are we going to do that? And in which case, you just got to get yourself in that shape to get on down there next time. That being said, a lot of notable people are going to be in this tryout, including somebody's fiancé.
I heard it's Lyra's. And you know what? Rightfully so. So whenever Seth gets back, and if they're still doing this Becky Lyra thing, Lord save us all if they are. But let's hopefully, they become a little mixed tag team. And you got the man and Seth versus Lyra and her man. I mean, and then hopefully we can lay it to rest if it hasn't laid to rest. That's all.
I mean, I think this is actually great development because he got a lot of buzz when he was at ringside and Becky was antagonizing him. And we were all curious, and then to find out that he was this well-accomplished wrestler around the world. And so I'm like, hey, I'm curious. Lyra, girl, best wishes. I hope this works out for both of y'all, because I'm sure it's more fun traveling with your boo thing than not, as, Montez and Bianca shows us many. And
listen, they're epitome of some black love, as well as Naomi and Jimmy. But they just show us a lot more. That's all.
Well, Naomi's definitely pulling back the curtain many, many times now. I'm like, girl, ooh, Big Jim is busy, and so good times are being had. All right, and now we're going to talk about the thing that really, took our time this week. Is that Unreal premiered on Netflix, which is, the WWE's documentary about the behind the scenes in the writer's room. It takes you behind all of the things. So I want to know, Tanesha, what was your first impressions? Because I know technically, y'all, we haven't finished the whole thing yet.
Yeah.
So we're just only going to give a review of our first couple episodes that we've seen. So
I've seen the first 3. So what I can say is One, I do appreciate at least knowing certain things that are happening behind stage. But it also lets us in on, like, y'all don't have the main writers. Y'all literally have only a couple people writing for all y'all. And I think that's a little bit of an issue because, that's why your storyline stays stagnant. Now, there were some great ideas. I love some of the great ideas that were being bounced off. I definitely love Stephanie still having a part in it, but not like, not in like a leadership role, but I mean, she's been there long enough that everyone respects her opinion and things of that nature. But I also love the fact that she could just be there too as just a wife and being a supportive partner, and watching their relationship, and just seeing the love that's there. And also, let's see, the Jade and the Bianca and Naomi story, seeing how that came about, all because of a real injury that actually happened. So they had to, like, Jade had to leave. However, I also appreciate they didn't finish spoiling it. They just kind of give us a glimpse, which means there could be more to come or not more to come. But I think there's more to come because they could really play off of that story for real. But the other part of it is to, like, I wish they didn't do it. And the reason I say I wish they didn't do it because now, yes, we all know wrestling's fake, right? So
it's scripted, so when we don't want it, there you go.
It's okay. So it's scripted entertainment. But did I really want to really see that? Not really. I'm not saying anything bad of it because I get they're trying to get us the inside view, and so we understand what's happening. But the same token, I like the fact of the imagination. Like, to even watch, like, the Kevin Owens match with Cody Rhodes, and then to know all that was scripted, that Triple H was not really mad and you were pretending to be mad. It's like, so now this leads me to the point of when things really go off script, how do we know? How do we know that was off script and that you actually are really mad at somebody?
Did you want to know?
I mean, I would rather leave some things to my imagination. I like the fact that you seem like you were pissed that he sat here and did something to him that was a band move, and he could hurt him and da-da. Like, I like that. I didn't want to know that y'all planned that. You know what I'm saying? But I also appreciate the refs more too, to know that they actually, I always knew they had something in the air, but I didn't realize what it was. And, so I told you that too. I was like, I didn't realize what it really was until, like, something happened. Then I saw one of the refs click something on their side. I said, oh, okay.
Microphone?
Yeah, the microphone. But I was like, oh, okay, fine. But
they put the piece in their ear so they can hear too. That's
right.
what I always knew that they did, because you would see that white line behind their ear. That's where
but I never paid attention. Like, I was like, you got something in your ear, but I wasn't, like, realizing you were, like, telling them, okay, yeah, no, like, we need to run this along. You only got 2 minutes left. Yeah. But then also it makes sense. I think one match I remember, I said, how do y'all count? Like, wait, his shoulders wasn't even down. How did he win? And then I was like, oh, because I had to speed up the match. That's why. It was like, it's time to, gotta go. He needs to win. It's just over. Let's go. And, so I guess appreciating that and seeing too that sometimes or even like the Seth and CM Punk, right? I felt like it felt authentic, but then it's like, now it makes me question, well, do y'all really have beef? Or is this all still entertainment? Like, how you could tell certain people have beef, like when Seth and he had no shoes on his feet. What his name is?
No shoes? Matt Riddle.
Yes. I feel like that got real. Like when Seth said something, Matt went, what? Hold on. What you just said to me?
What he said about you ain't seeing your kids, mother, whatever.
Yeah, and he was like, hold on. I was like,
ooh. It was a lot. He went in, and I could tell when he went up a gear.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, y'all really don't like each other. Oh, this is an easy thing. Or just like when, like, if we're going to go all the way back, when Matt and Lita and Edge. Yeah, some of that was scripted, but nah, that was real. Like, nah, like, you took my girl?
Okay.
I'm just saying, but you
I
understand
don't
what
want
I'm
to
saying?
rain on your parade here, but I want to tell you that they had
What?
actually squashed that beef before
They started?
they put it on TV.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I watched the thing and I don't remember them saying that.
They had to, or at least had to agree to work
They had to
together.
agree, but I watched the documentary and Matt was like, nah. Like all that was real. Like I was still we had to agree, but that's because I kept coming in and attacking him. I was like,
Oh, that's fair. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember the
but
documentary.
what
The
do you feel?
documentary or
I mean, I
anything.
could talk for a while about my 3 episodes that I watched. What did you feel about the 3 episodes that you watched?
I loved it. I loved every single piece of it because I honestly know, like, I always look as wrestling as kind of my active soap opera that doesn't go on hiatus. It doesn't end, and it's fun. So for me, I recognize a lot of those things, and I just choose to suspend belief, right? Like I know very well that probably CM Punk and Seth don't hate each other because if you watch the documentary, they're in the same place many times. But I also appreciate the camera didn't have them talking to each other. Like there was not an experience where you saw the camera with Seth and Punk just like, "Hey man, no, that was never a thing." Just like we haven't seen Roman and Seth on camera, "Hey, how you doing? How's the baby? How's you?" None of that was happening, which I appreciate. So for me, Triple H not being mad, I think it's been some months anyway, so I didn't assume that, I was like in the moment it was like he's mad, but I kind of had forgot about that. Like I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot that happened," especially
Yeah,
with um Kevin being out with injury, right? Like so I was like I felt like the moments I was glad that they were taking us back and not doing it front facing, right? So
right.
again, like we don't know where this story's going, but I love to see the inner workings of things. That's just naturally my curiosity of like, I wish I was in the writer room. One thing I will tell you I noticed, not a lot of women in that room.
Mm-mm.
Not a lot of people of color. That's probably y'all be struggling on those storylines because y'all don't get it. There's a way that people react to each other. There's a lot that you need to know in terms of human interaction and how we as a culture react. Like remember when we used to be like, what did he say? Like what kind of wording are you choosing here? Like no one's gonna believe that. And I know a lot of wrestlers put their own spin on some of these things, but it definitely gave me a sense of like, I can see why y'all been struggling. So yes, it
Mm-hmm.
did seem like a smaller group, but I also think there's probably a larger group we didn't see, right? Because when you record, you don't always put everybody in it. As someone who
Right.
has kind of worked on the corporate side, sometimes you're like, all right, guys, I need y'all not to come in for the next week because we got things and y'all are not invited for this. So I think they probably do have a larger team, but from what I saw, needs improvement. That's what I'm going to say. Writing team needs improvement. You need to recruit some women. You need to recruit women of color. You need to recruit more people in general to show a diverse personality. It seemed like, forgive me, because I know this is a really not great thing to say, old white people dictating all the things. And I was like, it explains a lot. And it explains, like you said, why some of the storylines are a bit stagnant, respectfully. That being said, there's lots that I loved about it. I love seeing Stephanie. I'm a huge Stephanie fan ever since I saw her get crucified on the Undertaker's cross in Hartford, Connecticut.
That
I
was
was
the
there for
thing. She
that.
was like, "Help! What's happening?
I
Going
was
down?"
there. And ever
Mm-hmm.
since that, I was just huge, huge fan. So it was great seeing her, but also it was great hearing like the thoughts of people after the fact. I was watching the episode that focused on, was it Elimination Chamber? I don't know, but whatever it was Cody and Kevin Owens in that crazy brutal ladder match. And I really wanted to be a fly on
Wasn't
the
that
wall.
Saturday Night Live?
Saturday Night Main Event.
Yes. Sorry.
I have
Yes.
no idea. I don't remember right now because I'm on episode 4, and so I'm at an elimination chamber. I
Yeah.
haven't
No.
even
I
got
think no.
backwards.
That was before Elimination Chamber. So it
It
was
was,
Saturday Night Main Event.
yeah, whatever that was, and watching the brutality of it, and then it definitely increased my admiration for Cody.
Wait. No. You're right. It was Elimination. They started. He changed. He switched on
I just
him.
remember it being on a PLE because it was
Yeah,
very,
no,
very
no, you're
brutal.
right. No, you're right. Because he switched on him on Saturday night main event, and then they had the match at Elimination Chamber with the ladders with the belts at the top. Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it was, but I mean, you don't
my
quote me
bad.
because I don't remember. But the point is, it was amazing to see him walking back and to see how much that hurt. It gave me a whole nother level of respect, and to watch Cody straighten up before he comes through the gorilla curtains, and he's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm like, my guy, you were just wheezing 2 seconds ago. Like, I am concerned. It was amazing to see Kevin Owens like, I need to call my mom and my wife and make sure I let them know I'm okay. It gave me a new layer to kind of love about these wrestlers and to feel very appreciative of what they give us and what that kind of takes a toll on their bodies. And then I will also say, as much as I want to talk junk about some of the creative, it gave me another level of appreciation for how Triple H works with other people. It gave me a new appreciation of The Rock so far. It gave me a new perspective on all the things we were arguing about last year, right? Was it last year? But anyway, right before WrestleMania. I wouldn't even say last year. I would say like, it feels like last year was 6 months of the year haven't gone. But earlier this year when we were arguing about why is this like this and we don't like that, it gave me a whole new sense of appreciation. Now, I'm sure I'm going to have more thoughts as I finish because I'm in the middle of episode 4 right now. But so far, I thought I would hate knowing the things that I know, but I did. I love it. I think it was great, and I am hoping there's another season. I hate that it was only 5 episodes. That's why I'm like, I'm a little, make it 8, people. Make it 8 because I want more detail and more information. And I thought it was a good look back on the curtain for me. So I respect your opinion. I understand why you're like, maybe that's knowing too much. But for me, I already suspend that sense of belief. Like, I always know that there's more working in the background. But it was also great to see how, like, oh, we were planning on this, and then we switched to this, and we switched to that. And that was kind of cool. We were listening, we were thinking, we were moving pieces around. To see that there is a sense of an umbrella storyline and that they work in 6 months increments, that was a nice touch too, to see it as seasons. So I loved it. I thought it was great. That was great. All right. Enough of the streets talking. Let's get into the things that happened this week. So let's talk about SmackDown, because we're going to go back in time and then we're going to finish with our speed round, as you know we do. The couple things I want to cover from SmackDown, I'm going to not try to go too much on. We already talked a little bit about Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. I'm trying, you guys, to get excited about this match. I am trying, but like, I appreciate more physicality from Jelly Roll. I appreciate that they took their show on the road to whatever that late night talk show was at Kiara's sleep before it comes on.
You mean Jimmy
I'm
Fallon?
still not there. Yes, I'm still not excited about this. I'm still asleep. I mean, I don't know. I just know I saw clips and then was like, oh, they're breaking desks. So I'm just not excited about it. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I really am. And I hope it over delivers. And I appreciate Jelly Roll as a performer. I'm not there. I'm not there with this match. So what do you think about this, the build so far as we head into it?
It's all right. Like, I think Randy and Drew did not need the help. I think they could have managed to build up their own match by themselves. I don't think they needed Logan Paul and Jelly. I think there could have been someone else, who I would see, like The Miz with somebody. Like, he could still go after Logan Paul because, Logan Paul betrayed him or whatever. Or he betrayed him, I don't know. And then get Jelly Roll. And then Logan Paul get somebody else. Something like that. Like, that I could see. But I don't know.
Yeah. We're getting there.
Especially when I know that Logan's going to probably cheat. I don't know.
He's definitely going to cheat. But is he going to win?
Well, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know either. I don't know. I feel like it can go either way. It can go either way because you got Randy and unless they put Logan and Jelly in the room together, then yeah, I guess it could go. But Jelly did, his he seemed like he got a little better. He got a little bit better. He's a little bit more like, all right, I gotta do this versus I think I'm gonna do this. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, I'm not excited.
Yeah, I'm trying, y'all. Y'all can go ahead and keep trying to talk me into it on TikTok. I'm working on it. Okay, let's talk Bloodline, aka MFT situation. Now we've moved on to the MFT. Don't make that face situation now, where we have.
What face you want me to make? Because that just sounds stupid.
They're heading into this daggone steel cage match. It's so like, I mean, that was a good segment, I feel like, from SmackDown.
I mean, I think, yes, it is.
Well, I love Jacob, so anything
I love
Jacob makes me
Jacob,
happy.
and I love that them and Jimmy are together. And Solo, he's like trying to get into his comedic bag and just show how he's related to everybody else. Because I'm like, you funny. But then, the one, the tall one, he kind of ugly. So when they put the camera in his face, you're like, ooh, I forgot what we did. Sorry. Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. You are no Roman. You are no, I don't know where they got you from, who they got you from. But, yes, sir.
Everybody has their own opinion. I just want to put that out there as a disclaimer. Like, that's it. That's all I'm saying. Anyway,
but I'm excited for their match. I think
I'm excited for
I
a steel
think
cage match.
I'm excited for their match, and we already know they're going to interfere somehow, some way, so whatever. But
you're excited.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't. Sorry.
It happens. Okay, so you know what I'm excited about?
What?
This TLC announcement with this tag team division. I know I've said it once. I'm gonna say it again. Them tag teams on SmackDown kill the game every time. They're my favorite part of SmackDown right now, which is crazy to say, but seriously, that's like my favorite part of what goes on SmackDown are those shenanigans. Like, I know they're gonna happen. I can't wait to see who starts it. Is it DIY? Usually. Are they going to go piss off somebody else? 100%. The fact that we just added Rey Fenix and Andrade, even better. Like, give me all of it. Give me all of it. And so when I was watching it and Nick Aldis comes out and he's like, TLC, the way I jumped out of my chair, I was like, I am ready for this match. I'm ready. Because they shut it down every single time you put those groups of people together. And so I was like, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm ready. I'm ready. So I'm excited about this match. What do you think about that crazy ass segment, though? Because
listen, I feel like it's always something crazy. I mean, everybody's scared. Nobody's scared. Everybody help out. I don't want to help out. But wait, I need y'all to help, but I don't want to. But we do, but we don't. I don't know. Everyone hates everybody, but we don't hate you, but we hate them, but we hate them more. I'm not sure. Who do we hate?
DIY. Also, I think it's just now dawned on me, and you can call me a little slow for this one, that the Wyatt Six are not good guys. Like, I knew that before, but I think because of our relationship and our appreciation for Bray and his story, I think that, like...
But Bray wasn't a good guy.
I know, but I loved him anyway. I don't know.
I know. I'm saying, though, like, why would you now? It dawned on you that they're not good guys.
Well, it dawned on me once I saw them win the tag team titles, obviously, because that was, heelish behavior. But then again, just watching them this week too, I was like, I don't know why it took me a minute to. I think again, it's because of that correlation and because we love Bray that it just it's like that blur of the line, like who are heels, who are baby faces. We don't know. Didn't we talk about this before? Where like sometimes you just roll with it because you don't know. It just occurred to me, like during the tag team match with the Street Profits. I'm like, oh, am I not supposed to be rooting for these guys because I was doing it?
Because technically, the Street Profits are not good guys either.
Aren't they though? When they do the this when they walk out to the ring. See, this is a confusion. Everybody's complex, and they need to maybe draw the line for us, but maybe not. I mean, we can.
No, that's the whole point. That's because you don't know. You don't know who's the heel. Like just like DIY, we know they heel, but the fact that they're trying to get everybody to get together, you're like, are you a heel? What are you doing?
They want everybody else
just
to
like
do
them.
like,
but we know, so we know like Fraxium.
Nathan Frazier, Axiom.
Yeah. We know they're good guys, right? So they're good guys. We know Machine Gun. Oh, that's what I was like. No, it's not.
Motor City Machine Guns.
There you go. Motor City Machine Guns. They're
We're gonna
good
get you
guys.
cue cards.
We are gonna give you some cue cards. So my brain's like, no, that's not it. That's not the right thing. And I'm going, that is the right thing. They're good guys. Then you got Andrade and Rey Fenix. They're good guys. So you got 3 tag teams that are good guys, and you got your 3 that are not. Street Profits, DIY, and then the Wyatt Six.
All right, guys, this is when we need you. This clip will clearly be going up on TikTok because I'm gonna need y'all take on this because I get it and I respect my sister's opinion, but I am all for being corrected if we don't know what we're talking about here because I think she's right. But either way, I don't really care. I think it's going to be an awesome match and one of my favorites.
The match is going to be amazing. So it doesn't matter who's right in this moment, but the match is going to be amazing. It is going to be off the hinge. Now, do I think the Wyatt Six is going to lose their championship? You know what I do?
We're not there yet.
Oh.
Remember, we're coming to our speed round.
Okay.
But you can tell me why, and then you can give me your final prediction. Tell me why.
No, because it has a prediction in it.
Okay, well, hold that thought. All right, and then let's wrap it up with the Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill temporary alliance because of Chelsea Green's her service. Why are you looking like that?
Because you said Jade, and my face automatically just turns.
Why is she like this? Listen.
Snarls, my nose gets wide, and like.
I love Jade. I just want to point this out, people. While you out there and y'all saying y'all, I want to remind you that I love Jade. Now, I happen to love Naomi a little bit more. I mean, that's just true. But it doesn't mean I dislike Jade. I have so much respect for Jade as a multi-hyphenate woman. And I love her work. I just want to leave that out there because her nose is flaring. And also because y'all keep putting us in the same bucket. Oh. We are two different people. That's all.
Hi, I'm Tanesha. And I don't like Jade. Y'all may call me a hater. You may call me a lot of things. I'll gladly take them. It's okay. Because my thinks, she not ready. But we're going to save that because I can go on a whole rant for that.
We're not going to do that.
But I will say, when it's respect is given, where I see it should. So yes, with her multiple educational background, the things that she did outside the ring, kudos.
The fact that she's a mom.
The fact she's a mom. The fact that she, that's one thing. I don't like the wrestler Jade. And that's all y'all gonna get from me right now.
All right, well, back to the conversation. But they did have a temporary alliance this week because, of Chelsea Green's and her service and their need to just interfere with all the things. This was a fun segment. Again, you know how I feel about tag teams. Making tag teams of people who are about to fight each other that never makes sense to me. So I'm kind of I appreciate the mutual respect. I was like, okay. Her service is all over the shows, though. I can apprate that they go back and forth.
I think they finally figured out what to do with them because before you didn't really know what to do with them. So the fact that they're causing chaos is good because especially after watching the thing and seeing how Chelsea's like, I like being a bad guy and being funny is good. I'm there, and I'm just like, you know what? I appreciate you actually, Chelsea, because it takes a lot to sit here I'm gonna sell this as much as I need to sell it and all these different things and understanding what she went through and I didn't realize she broke breaking her arms a couple times and still finishing the match. I was like, well, girl, but you can see I was like, where did you break your arm? And I was like, oh, she broke it here. Okay, so she's just I was like, okay, but I appreciate that in that regard for real, and I appreciate that they are really using the her service better.
Yeah. I think they showed a lot of the women on that episode. What was it? I think it was called. Was that the push?
3. Yeah. No, it was episode 3. It was
Anyway, I'm gonna let you look at it because I don't know if that was
the push.
Was that episode? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, it was episode 3, and I did also send out some message on some social platform how much I appreciate Chelsea Green because you know what?
It was worth the wait.
It's got to be somebody.
It was worth the wait.
It was worth the wait. Yeah, it had to be somebody, and I appreciate that. Yes, I got you. It was worth the wait. That was the name of the episode. And no, I love her. I love seeing her on my screen. I love the drama she causes. I love her antics and her expression. I was like, she was the piece that I feel like was missing, and I'm glad it worked out with the timing of things. All right, let's talk Raw briefly because I know the majority of the time we're going to spend on our SummerSlam talk. Because there's a lot. I'm so excited. And it's like, in 2
I can
days.
definitely tell you when we talk about Raw, it was the black dude who was who was on the screen, in the push or whatever. He's the one who told Bronson to take those sneakers, okay? Because nobody else gonna think about that, okay? And you did it in Detroit, and we know what Detroit's about. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody from Detroit, but we also know that how hood y'all are too, right? Not as hood as New York, but you know it's okay. But I'm saying, I know those are fighting words, but I stand by what I say. So
I don't live in either one of those cities. I'm out.
But it had to be the black dude who sat here and was like, you know, the best disrespectful way to do and show that y'all run this is taking his sneakers.
That was crazy.
And on top of that, they some J's. Those they expensive. Take those real quick. That's the
one. I was like, are they Romans?
Take those. Yeah, those Roman wears Jordans.
So no, I meant his. You know, he has his own design.
Oh, I don't know if those are his, but either way, they still some J's. You see, like, to me, it made me go, he's about to tie those joints up and flip them over the wire and be like, y'all in my hood today. That's how it felt.
But the telephone lines, y'all. Okay, so I'm just gonna clue you in. This is one of the mama notes that we're gonna share with you. If you don't live in the city, then you probably ain't never seen this before, where you roll up in a hood and you see sneakers tied around the telephone lines.
Not just saying, looks a little white girl.
As a warning, or some kind of token. Just anyway, I can't with her. Back to the topic, because oh my god. So
the telephone lines.
The way that sometimes working with your sister is a pain. Okay, but regardless, anyhow, that segment was crazy. I thought to myself, Roman, you came back to work to get your ass handed to you, and I'm so sorry. Like, ooh, it was brutal. I was like, oh my God, is this going to stop? But first I want to back up a minute.
Uh-huh.
Braun Breaker is the leader of this group now in Seth's absence.
First off, I don't think he got that clearance from Seth, because I feel like Paul Heyman is on the board. You know how, like, when you had the wise man and he was like, no, I know Roman didn't tell you this, da-da-da-da. Roman told you that? I don't believe you. He did not want question when Braun was like, we don't have a leader no more, so someone has to step up. And I was like, did Seth clear this? Because I don't think he did. And I know when the moment he come out, there's going to be some beef. Because you're going to now say, well, sir, you was on the shelf and I took over. And now Seth is going to be like, I'm the visionary. I am Seth freaking Rollins. I don't know.
Oh my God.
It's going to be a battle. Now it's going to be a battle, and now custody over Paul Heyman. Look at that.
Custody of Paul Heyman is always up, but it's fine. But I thought, like, I was a little shocked that the other Braun went along with it, because I was like, wait a minute. So the Brauns are in lockstep, because I thought the other Braun would have been a little feeling some kind of way that he wasn't chosen as the leader.
Nah, I already knew. I felt it's happening now, but I knew it was going to happen probably once Seth got that title, that they were going to switch on him.
That's real.
All because, just think about the promo that they cut when Seth was there before he got injured, and how they all took the mic, and he was like, who told you to do? Okay, I'm going to let y'all have it. Like, you didn't even assert yourself as the dominant one. You just let them be dominant. Yeah.
Okay, well, that was a segment, and then we're going to talk about CM Punk and Gunther, and I loved that showdown this week, too. I didn't love that they just walked out the ring when it was over, though. I was like, no physicality. We're just going to chuck the deuces and leave. I had thoughts and feelings that it wasn't... I was like, I wanted some physicality. There's no reason why you couldn't have just hit him. Nobody.
I get it. I think... You know how Gunther is. He's someone who looks down on you. Like, you're not... You ain't me.
So now CM Punk is so mature that he's not going to hit Gunther?
Well, if we're going back to looking at the Unreal, he said that he came back a different person. Like, he had to come back a different person. Now, and I realized, and then truthfully, to be honest, there's really no real beef between Gunther and CM Punk. So I didn't expect him to hit him. I expected it to be said what they said. They were man. They stood up, said what they gotta say, and I'm gonna walk away now. Because I'm gonna leave all that on the ring. We're gonna use all our energy for SummerSlam. I ain't about to sit here and waste my time for that.
Fine, but it just made it like I
Not you
appreciated.
disappointing me.
I mean, I appreciated the words, but I would have liked it to end on a more physical note to just kind of get you a little bit more excited to what's to come, I guess. That's how I was thinking of it.
Okay.
So those are the two main stories I kind of wanted to talk about for Raw. We're going to briefly touch on some stuff for NXT because, you know.
We're not going to talk about the tag team. The
sure.
Six.
That was one of the biggest stories I had, but if you want to talk about it.
I mean, I only want to talk about it just a little bit as in. Because wasn't that.
You talk about the New Day?
Okay, we can talk about that because you just reminded me because that was. Okay, hold on. I just want to touch on this part, okay? I didn't realize that Wilder from Down Under was now trying to roll with the New Day. And the New Day came up there with him too, like, yeah. And then once he was like, yeah, you know, I got them in my corner, they were like, who did you say you got in your corner? We didn't agree. And I like how the cameraman pretty purposely put it straight on him as he was talking. And I was like, yeah, they ain't gonna be there, homie, when you turn around. We should have watched him. I'm going, camera, y'all should have like backed it up so we can watch how they walked away. Because I'm pretty sure how they walked away with some funny craziness like, I'm not in this, so we're gonna go. I was expecting some craziness because them in this morning, their tag team.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
You know, I'm gonna need them to get over their lives, okay?
What?
No, I need them to get over their lives because y'all are doing the most. And then y'all say here like, now granted, Waller got his ass handed to him because I was like, you were talking mad junk and you got your ass handed, and they were not there.
To be expected.
And he was sitting here trying to do the New Day clap. And I was like, you're still trying to rep them and they ain't even here for you. You are delusional.
Well, you didn't see the segment before that when he had joined their team and he told all of us that, you know, Austin Theory's out injured and that he was joining the Newsday. He's like, hey, I'm G, you know, like Biggie, you know. And they was like, okay. And then when he walked away, they looked at each other like, what? But they was like, oh, okay. So it was to be expected.
I mean, I did definitely miss that part, but it still was like the camera should have backed away and just watched them walk away. Because I'm pretty sure that would have been the most comedic walk away ever.
Sure.
While he's still trying to be like, yo, they in my corner, and they're like, no, we ain't.
That would have been funny. You're right. I'm sorry.
But yeah, so that, I mean, we could talk about that. That's what I got from there. But what I was going to talk about was the females tag team match.
Oh, I'm sorry. Raquel and Roxanne.
No, not that one.
Not that
That's
one?
what AJ Styles. And AJ Styles beat Dominic's ass.
I was going to say, I thought that was great. Okay,
well,
you tell me.
We can talk about that. I mean, Dominic, first off, the Kabuki Warriors did their thing. Their thing.
Amazing.
So if they're not in the running the next time for some tag team titles, like, I don't know, because they are a tag team. Like, they look like they have not lost one single beat, skipped or whatever, and they were out both injured for a minute, and they came staggered in. But the comeback, like, they didn't miss a beat. They were amazing. And Raquel and Roxanne, they're a cute little tag team. I don't know how Liv is feeling over there.
Tejanas is what they call them in our little group.
I don't know how Liv is feeling over there as she's recovering. I'm waiting for I'm patiently waiting because I want her to heal properly.
Did she get that FaceTime call?
You know. But it's also, you can see that Raquel is slowly not saying much. She's slowly just letting whatever happen.
But her and Roxanne have a nice little chemistry together, though.
Yes, they do. And like, to watch them, she was like, well, you know, he was like, well, I can FaceTime Liv. And I was like,
did she ever get her FaceTime? That's my question.
Then I saw Roxanne, she was cuddling up with the chicken nugget pillows. I was like, you know, I just want you to know, Liv is going to hand you your ass when she gets back. But the problem is, Dom is going to go with Roxanne.
I I mean, Roxanne she gave him a video game this week. I was like,
she did, but I saw how Finn was like, so you need to. She's like, oh yeah, let me go get the thing. And I was like,
now I'm gonna just give y'all
tell me
my
what you
prediction
feel
here. I feel that Finn recruited Roxanne to help dismantle the Judgment Day, because here's the thing. Once Dom got that title over him, he was kind of mad for a while, and then suddenly he was happy, and now he's a mustache twirling, two-faced villain at this point. And I feel that they're working together, and so I just can't wait for that to come out. I don't know when it will, but I can't wait, because that is that's gonna be something to behold. And Liv's going to come back. I feel like Liv's going to come back and be like, what are y'all doing? Don't you see all this? And they're going to be like, what you talking about? Because keep in mind, he brought in JD, right? And he brought in Roxanne. That's half the group you could take with you. Become something else. Just saying.
Listen, I don't know. But then I wanted to talk about the other one with Naomi.
Sorry, my bad. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, Naomi. Who else?
Stephanie.
Stephanie, Nikki, Rhea, and Io.
Yes, it was a 3-woman tag match. 6-woman tag match, sorry. Wasn't it? 6?
I'm just trying to remember who. I'm just trying to remember who else was in it with Naomi that she was tagging in.
Oh, because Stephanie Vaquer was on the other.
It was her service. It was her service.
That's what I'm saying.
My brain was going. I had to give me a second. It was going. It was thinking.
It's okay. I know. I ain't that tired, but I get you.
But either way, I mean, that was a good match, especially towards the end. Stephanie winning. That was good. Naomi looked amazing. Like, she wasn't missing a beat, especially in her Thriller outfit.
I love that outfit.
That outfit, I was like, yes. And she was like, y'all all need to make sure y'all proceed with a caution, okay?
And the audience said it back this time. We said it with her. I said, look at what's catching on. I love it.
I love it. They did say it back for sure. And then after that match, they had a little promo with Io and Rhea, and she was like, just want you to know, we may be cool, but I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, this again.
And Io was like, okay, you never beat me, so let's bring it. I was like, oh.
And never will, right? So
yes, I was like, oh, Io, you've been hanging out with way too many people.
Io been hanging out in the back listening.
But you know what? That was a good thing, because she's like, let me just slightly remind you that you never beat me.
That's right.
And you're not going to beat me. And that's why I was saying too, I wish it would have been a match between them two to be the number 1 contenders, so then Rhea could at least have gotten her thing to beat her. Because we're doing this triple threat match. I don't think
this is the last time we're going to
I know it's probably not going to be the last thing, but what I'm saying is, if that was in her head more so like, I didn't get to beat her, and I didn't do this, and it was like, that should have been the thing. And then if they kept interrupting, then fine, make it a 3-way match or whatever. But anyway, that's my little spill.
No, I appreciate that.
We can move on.
Yeah. Yes. All right, so let's quickly talk about some surprises from NXT this week, like Nia Jax showing up.
Yes.
And attacking Lash Legend, because she laid my girl out. Like, that was
And that promo work that she did after that?
I didn't even know. I was like, look at Nia showing up at NXT. Like, ooh,
and looking good. Ooh.
Yes, sis.
Can we talk about it?
The Pilates is doing the Pilates thing, girl.
Let's talk about it. The hair, the earrings, the whole, her face was beat. Yes. Like she didn't even look like she broke the sweat while she was doing what she was doing. I appreciate that. I appreciate that for sure. I mean, definitely. I mean, Lash looked like she was about to beat some Fallon. I mean, Fallon did some good. I ain't gonna lie. I never seen Fallon wrestle.
I told you she was good.
Yes, you did. And I was like, ooh. Oh,
I told you. The crazy thing about JC Jane is she's like the 3rd most talented wrestler in Fatal. Yeah, that's crazy.
But I mean, definitely that. And then, like I said, the promo that she did after.
Did you see Jasmine's match?
I did, and didn't Jada beat her down.
Jada, Miss Parker, I'm ready for her reign. I don't know why we can't.
She beat her down.
Jada was.
I always do this part. Oh, like I like her. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, get it. We push you down. Down you go.
I love her too. I am just ready. She is such a star, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And so I am definitely ready for her to come into the top spot. She's been around, swirling around it for a little bit, and I'm ready. I'm like,
I think
come
she's
on,
ready.
girl.
They need to go ahead and give her the push. I'm understanding. That's what, you know what? We should do Unreal for NXT so I can see what y'all doing and why y'all not pushing people when y'all should be pushing people. I'm just saying.
Yep. I'm gonna say I would really like to know what goes on in the room with NXT. And then also another big match was, Ethan Page retained his title against Santino, who he did his damnedest to bring over an NXT title to TNA. But alas, it didn't work. All right, so now we go into it.
It's my favorite time.
That's right, speed round. I'm so excited for this weekend. I'm like buzzing with energy. Because SummerSlam, you know what? I'm going to be honest and tell you, SummerSlam was never a huge deal to me next to WrestleMania, next to like Royal Rumble and stuff like that. But as someone who won yesterday's SummerSlam trivia with our colleagues on what was that podcast?
It's called the Humble Roses Podcast. I came back from pretty much losing. So I won. Hey!
So we'll have an episode. We'll clue you in on our takeover day. But regardless of that, SummerSlam has become like, a big deal to me, especially because of all the Roman returns. So that being said, let's get started on the speed round. All right, we're talking night one. I'm going to go from the bottom up because I don't know what order these are in, so we're just going to guess. Okay.
And even if they haven't been ordered, they somehow
I know. I don't know what order this is. That's right. Remember last time when we knew the order and it was all different?
Like, no. It was like,
our bad, y'all, because that's what happened the last time, and we didn't even have a match that we could, give you a prediction on because they added it at the last minute and we didn't know. So fingers crossed, this is the final of the finals. All right, so we have Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross for night one. Who you got?
I'm going to go with Karrion. I don't know. Something about it. I mean, I definitely think Sammy's going to come with it. But I just feel like it's going to be Karrion. And then Sammy's going to have to say whatever he wants to say. Because even the promo that they did, he was like, fine, I'll say whatever you want me to say. That's going to make you leave me alone.
That was funny. I didn't appreciate that on Raw. I was like, I know Sammy. He's like, listen, leave me alone.
While Sammy was holding the pipe. So Sammy was holding the pipe ready to attack. So yeah, I'm gonna say Karrion. Because I also feel like Karrion. Too, if Karrion doesn't go, just like how we talked about the rumor last week about them renewing his contract, I feel like if he doesn't win, then
we know why.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ride for Karrion. I hope he wins. Shout out to Scarlett for liking our Scarlett and Karrion tweets. So no, I need Karrion to win because I'd love to see Karrion full-time, long-term WWE. Like I keep saying, they are the couple we need. They are the heel couple we need who can really make a difference on the roster. Creative team, ding, ding, ding. What are you people doing? Like, pay attention because there's really a lot of greatness there and you have it at your disposal. So fix it immediately. That being said, yep, Karrion for me. All right, we're going to go WWE Women's Championship. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill.
I'm saying Tiffany. I ain't never going to say Jade, okay? Well, not yet. But I say Tiffany. You know why I say Tiffany? Because I just feel like someone's going to interfere. And Jade is not going to win.
I'm going to go with Jade because they really set us up for... Don't look at me like that. They set us up... I mean, I'm not going to pick Tiffany because I do argue that her reign has kind of lost its luster a bit. And so, like, I don't... As much as I love that theme song, girl, I just am saying that I'm not feeling her championship reign. So maybe a change is good. But you're right. It's entirely possible someone can, like... shuffle the deck and interfere here. All right. Take a breath. All right, let's talk Randy Orton and Jelly Roll.
Wait, no.
Oh,
no.
Here we go.
No.
What?
The fact that you even went against me
I knew you were going to do this.
knowing how I don't like this woman. Is
I can
even
have my own
crazier.
opinion.
You
Listen,
can have your own opinion, but you ain't supposed to go against me, okay? Because now I got to go into my little rant because, she is not ready to be champion. I don't think this push is what we need right now. Do I think someone should interfere and it becomes, see, we don't even have the money in the bank. Oh, Naomi. Like, we don't I don't want her to be champion. She's not ready to be a champion. I don't think this reign is. And if she does become champion, I will riot. I will riot.
yeah, it ain't going to be we. That's a you thing this time.
You know what? It doesn't matter. I will riot. And I'm going to hope Naomi comes down there and beat the brakes off her. Or even though they said Bianca's injured because of her finger and stuff, but I'm hoping she somehow comes and just needs her. Like, just
maybe there's another surprise. It's
or maybe
SummerSlam.
you're right. There's another surprise. Who else?
Somebody from NXT, maybe.
Ooh, Jada. Now, I can rock with that if Jada comes in there and do that. But
Jada's a bad girl. She could.
But I'm just saying, I'm gonna keep saying my rant.
Yes.
Jade is not ready to be champion. Now, if we were talking about the NXT championship, sure, because I don't want JC to have that championship. So sure. But does she need to be champion on the main roster? No. Do I think Tiffany's reign has kind of come to an end? Absolutely, because I ain't using her either. She's just getting on my nerves. But
so what are we gonna do? You just want her to be champion for champion's sake? You just don't want
so
Jade
she promotes
to
it
get
against somebody else who's deserving. Yes, absolutely. So just be prepared. If she does win, my face, y'all gonna see. I don't know. I may take.
We're not live streaming SummerSlam, so don't worry about it. Okay, so when we talk about it next week, I'm sure there'll be thoughts and feelings. All right, Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul.
I'm gonna go with Randy just because it's Randy.
I'm gonna have to go with Randy because I really don't like Logan Paul, even though I really love Drew. So this is kind of it's a problem for me. You see how this breaks my heart a little? It's messed up. Anyway, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, the Bronze.
So we
really
already know where I'm going.
I was gonna say, there's no choice on this one.
We already know where I'm going with this, okay?
Yes.
We already got Roman yeeting, even though he looked a little weird trying to do it. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay.
He did.
What my shirt says, they gonna go in there, wreck everyone, and leave. Now they may be a little battered because Braun's they're a little strong, they're a little rough, And like I said, but I feel like because of the disrespect with Braun number 2 taking off Roman's sneakers, they gonna come with the heat. And I feel like probably mid-match, Jay may be like, run my music back real quick, and they gonna start yeeting. Like, I could just see that happening because, they're gonna need all the hype and all the energy. Shout out to them because that match is gonna be brutal. That's all I'm gonna say.
It is, but it's also gonna be a lot of fun to watch Roman, and Jay's entrance is a thing to behold. So I love when he says run it back because I'm like, yeah, me too. We want to run it back again. I hope I get to go.
It's a good workout too.
Right?
It's a real good.
I want to go to the wrestling
shoulders.
event so we can yeet. Like I'm down. Let's do it. Shoulders got to get the work in. You know what I'm saying? I love that. All right, so we got Women's Tag Team Championship. Raquel and Roxanne and their new entrance song, which I didn't mention, which is fire.
I like that.
By the way. Versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Tag Team Championships on the line.
Charlotte and Alexa. Because they are the tag team that we didn't know we needed. And I just think it's time because we need to see what ends up happening with Raquel and Roxanne without those titles.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
As much as I love Charlotte and Alexa, I'm going to have to go with the Judgment Day here. And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Because I don't think we're ready for them to lose those titles yet. I think there's more betrayal to happen with Raquel and Roxanne. And if we cut this short, you won't have nothing that ties them together for like the long term till Liv comes back.
No, I feel like the opposite. Let them lose the titles. They have to actually now figure out how to really work together. Because now they're a tag team still to try to get the titles back. Right?
Look who's going against me. Notice I don't have an attitude. Moving on. Gunther versus CM Punk, World Heavyweight Championship. Who you got?
It's a head scratcher. A part of me wants to say Gunther, and the other part of me wants to say CM Punk. But I also feel like Seth is somehow going to interfere, so CM Punk doesn't win, so it is Gunther. Even though I know it's not CM Punk, like it's not Seth per se, but something's going to happen where CM Punk ain't going to win. So I'm just going to say Gunther. Just put it out there.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Gunther too, and let me tell you why. Because Seth said, ain't no way in hell Gunther is going to be passing that title on to CM Punk. Because there's no way in hell CM Punk is going to be champion while Seth is alive. So here's my thing. I cannot foresee. He's still alive. You know what I mean? So if he got to send one of the bronze down there, you know what I'm saying? I don't see CM Punk being heavyweight champion.
Unless he does it by the grace of God. And then Seth is like, hold on, I need to rehab a little faster.
Maybe we want him to win because maybe Seth will be back sooner.
He's like, I need to rehab faster. We're going to cash in on this nigga.
All right, night 2. Let's get it. All right. I'm going to start with the 6-pack TLC match. This is about to be the craziest thing I've ever seen. The Wyatt Six, Joe Gacy, Dexter Lumis, who are the champions, versus DIY, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa, versus the Street Profits, Montez Ford, and Angelo, God, now I can't speak, Dawkins, versus Fraxium, I can say that all day, versus Motor City Machine Guns, and Andrade and Rey Fenix, who need a tag team name anytime now. Okay, who you got? Because this is crazy.
All right, so my prediction is it's going to be 2 different teams who win. So this is what I mean.
That's crazy.
I feel because they are going to be so into trying to make sure that the Wyatt Six, wow, Brian Six, my bad. Wyatt Six, they don't want them to win, and they're going to be running. So I feel like, this is, hear me out, it's going to be one from one team and one from the other team just trying to run, and they're just going to grab, and then all of a sudden it's going to be like, crap. I think one of the teams will be the Street Profits for sure. So I'm not sure if it's going to be Montez or if it's going to be Dawkins sitting here grabbing the title. And I do feel like it's going to be somebody from DIY. Don't know why, but I feel like that's going to be what's happening. And then they're going to be fighting like, well, wait.
Are you in the writer's room? What is going on? That is.
You might as well, because I'm like, that's a good one, because they all going to be sitting here trying to get away from Wyatt.
I kind of love that idea. I'm going to pick one team, though.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm going to pick the Street Profits because I think, like I said, that they're, you can check a previous video. Their title reign was too short unnecessarily. Absolutely. But if it geared us up for this, though, I'm on it. I'm in it as long as they get it back. So, anyway. All right. Intercontinental Championship. I didn't talk about this week. Dominic and AJ Styles because, oh my God.
I say AJ. I just think it's time. Dom don't do nothing with that title. Granted, he has been doing a lot. He's been going places in different places. But I just feel like AJ is going to bring it to him. But, you know what? I may change my answer because AJ did beat him in that 3-way tag match. So I normally feel like when they win before, they don't normally win at the event.
I know. That's the problem.
I don't know. It's a draw.
It's a draw. Girl. Okay. Nah, you can't claim a victory if you pick a draw. You need to pick one. I don't think so. Nah, because technically you got 2 votes for the last one, so I need you to pick one.
Okay, all right. I believe in AJ so much, but I feel like Roxanne's gonna come out and cheat, so I'm gonna say Dom.
I'm gonna vote with my heart because again, we don't get nothing for winning. So AJ Styles. I really want AJ Styles to win, and I think, but Dom has such a rocket on his behind, and he has been going a lot to the AAA stuff, and
yeah,
there's that. So, sheesh. But yeah, I'm gonna pick AJ Styles because I just would love for him to have a freaking championship finally. It's been a minute. I have a sneaking suspicion he might be going back to TNA for a little bit too, but I would prefer it to be the Intercontinental Championship because he's been chasing that thing forever. Plus, this feud has been really funny. Like, you remember him and his 60-11 jobs?
Absolutely.
Like, come on. All right, so next, worlds with I can't speak English. All right, Women's World Championship triple threat match: Naomi, Rhea, and Io.
Now, do we really need to ask this question?
You got Naomi
the
too?
match is going to be entertaining. The match is going to be good. It's going to be on the tip of our toes. We're going to be like, oh no, wait, you're gonna. Oh wait, oh no, you. Oh wait, no. But the person's going to come out victorious. It's going to be our girl Naomi. Absolutely, we cannot. I cannot. 100%. I will not go against her. I'm trying to stay as loyal as possible. Hence why I hate my hate for Jade. All right, keep going.
Okay, so I also picked Naomi. All right, Women's Intercontinental Championship: Becky versus Lyra. Ugh. Stop doing that.
Because this is a stupid match.
Yeah.
I agree with one of our TikTokers. Natalya should be in this run. I don't understand why she's not in none of this. No U.S. Championship. Wait, is the U.S. Championship not getting... See, that's that boo.
I know. I just looked at it too. I said, "Why isn't Julia on here?" I'm confused.
That's that bullshit.
Y'all could have switched out one of these matches, guys. Especially if it's not for a title. Except not for Sami and Karrion. Or you could just add it one. Anyway, go on.
So I'm going to say Becky, because she ain't giving that shit up anytime soon.
I'm a Becky too, because I don't see Lyra walking away with this. I wonder if there's something. Bayley hasn't been mentioned either, so I'm like, what's up with that? I have questions. She said that she's losing it a little bit on Raw. I didn't get into that, but she was just disappointed in herself. And I was like, it's time for that heel era. That's why it's time to go back and be like, F the world, F it up for everybody, and you get your title back. So that's what I think. All right, United States Championship steel cage match: Blood versus Blood. That's crazy. Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. I don't know. I told you I'm tired. I'm working on it.
Well, I'm gonna go with the werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
100%. Not a doubt in my mind. Even though we got the MFTs to be concerned about, but it's a steel cage. So I think all shenanigans aside, this will be hella fun to watch. But they're going to be met with the obstacle of a steel cage. And to me, that is a great equalizer. Especially when you have somebody like Jacob. You know what I mean? So I'm like, what you gonna do? Try to jump up on the top?
Gas,
like,
no brakes. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I'd have been outside like, nah, I'm good. All right, and finally, the Undisputed WWE Championship street fight, which is John Cena and Cody. We ain't talk about this on SmackDown for a reason, but let's get it. Go.
John Cena, because they're not taking that title off him yet.
We said the same thing. Yeah, I don't foresee John Cena, especially after watching Unreal 2. I don't foresee. I think there's more shenanigans coming. You know what I mean? Like, I don't foresee John Cena losing that title until the very end, if he loses it at all. Just because he's given so much to the company. There's so much admiration for him. And again, I'm ready for Cody to hit that heel status.
I was about to say,
whatever
he
you
needs
need
to be
do.
heel. I feel like he's going to probably turn heel after he doesn't win.
And then maybe that'll turn John face. Right?
Well, I think John is teetering face and heel.
He can't be a heel, okay? I'm going to just be honest with y'all. Even if he come down in silence, that man ain't nobody's heel. He does heel things, but it's still John Cena, and it's hard because we know he's on his farewell tour. So just switch it back. You know what I'm saying? Just fix it. And in Unreal, they did mention there was thoughts about Cody becoming a heel, and I'm ready because Cody is a natural heel. I keep saying this, like the way he presents himself, it's almost like he has to peel back things to be a baby face. Whereas I want Cody and his whole, all of the Cody. Like, give me the whole attitude, the big words, the looking beneath people without really like knowing how to do it. He does it. And like, people look at him like, what did that man say? You could tell the crowd is like, I don't know what he, they're over there with their phone talking about,
That's
hey,
like
Google.
Me. I'm like, my attention span went, what? Okay.
You're like, hey, Google, what happened? What does this say? So that's what I think. All right, well, we just had a great rundown. I'm super psyched. I can't say it enough how excited I am for SummerSlam. This weekend is going to be a long weekend, and I'm still on vacation, so I got plenty of time to recover, my girl.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, I'm hoping the goal is Naomi's going to be here in New Jersey on Saturday, so the goal is to be able to go and show my support.
Yes.
And thank her in person for actually following and liking and what's that word? I want to say retweet, but she didn't retweet. She
added a second story.
Yes.
She shared.
Not once, but twice.
That's right.
So I appreciate it.
And we love her.
Yes.
Hearts. We love her. Yes, but not just her. All the talent showing respect. We love Mia Yim.
Absolutely. Yes.
We love Scarlett all day, every day. Scarlett. Yes. I know she's going to be giving in that outfit.
I can't wait for that outfit.
Me too. I can't wait. So yeah. So I'm excited. We have a lot going on, and there is something I did want to mention before we get to the end, which is, guess what?
What? Okay.
This is your reminder to hit that subscribe button. Because if you've made it this far, you're clearly enamored with the Main Event Mamas. Even though we're missing one right now. It's cool. It's just us two today. But I'm just saying, this is your moment to not miss not one moment, one piece of content. Because there's so much coming your way. So this is your moment to hit subscribe on YouTube. But not just follow us on YouTube. You can also follow us on Instagram, on X, on Threads, on TikTok, on Facebook.
I feel like there's more going. Hey. On iHeartRadio. I was like, wait.
It's a reminder for you too. If you follow us on YouTube, there's always polls and things on our page. So be sure to participate. We want to know what you think, what you like, what you don't like, and you never know if you don't subscribe and see our feed on YouTube. Now, where can they listen to the podcast, Tanesha?
So I kind of alluded. So you can listen to us on iHeartRadio. You can listen to us on Amazon Music. You can listen to us as well on Pocket Podcasts, Amazon Audible, and Spotify. And see our pretty faces.
Hey.
And also you can look us up on our website, www.maineventmamaspodcast.com, where you can see the different features that we have added. There's going to be more coming soon, but also you can leave us a voicemail.
Yes.
Respectfully. You can also, there's a area where you can actually request to be a guest on our podcast, and we'll reach out depending on what you say you want to do. And you can join our newsletters. And what else? What else can they do on there? Oh, read our profiles. It gets a little bit know more about us and the mamas, or if you just seems like we've given you so much information, all of that is on our website as well. So all you gotta do is just click through our website and you'll be able to get to any streaming service that you like.
100%. And also, if you're on Spotify, we have polls there too. So I want to remind you that this is your moment to stop if you're listening on Spotify and check out this episode's poll. And yesterday's poll too, because, parenting, we were talking all about all the things about transitioning from high school to college. And I want to know what you think was the lesson that you needed to learn before you did all of the above. And you got to check out our poll to do it. There'll be a poll underneath this one too. So with that, we want to say, you can also follow us individually. That's the other piece. You can follow us individually on respective platforms. You can find me on X at Content Vixen. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram and Kiara Mama Pod. It'll be on the video in case you missed that. And Tanesha,
you can follow me on Instagram, Tanesha _Mama Pod. I do have a Facebook, but it's just Tanesha. I didn't do anything else on it, but
it's there. Okay.
It's there.
So with that, we're not new to this.
We're so true to this, and this was Main Event Mamas. Oh my God. Okay.